guys, made it to 1,000 subscribers. Just wanted to thank each and every one of you. Any of the support for the channel, I really appreciate it. Next goal is 10,000. Let's hit 5 digits, and we got a new car on the channel, new projects, so stick around for those. As you guys have seen in the intro, we've got a new car on the channel, 2006 WRX STI. Oh, just kidding, it's not an STI. Guess that's habit. 2006 WRX. Today we're going to be putting in a new drive shaft because, as you heard in the intro, this center hung bearing is completely wore out and it's just shaking all around in that hole, which is not good. Nobody wants that. Get under there and film something. Dude, I don't know if we have it high enough. So in order to replace the drive shaft, we're gonna have to undo this exhaust hanger so that we can drop the muffler, the very back of it. We're gonna have to undo that exhaust hanger, which is just in front of the fuel tank. We're gonna have to undo that exhaust hanger and then undo those 2 bolts right there, and then this exhaust will be out of the way. So let's get after it, eh?
Maybe.
Using a 14mm socket, you'll
weak arms.
You'll break 2 nuts loose up here if you can.
We're pretty rusted.
Alright, we're gonna get some knocker loose, but these 2 nuts right here, 14mm. Alright guys, we're just using a pry bar to get these exhaust hangers off. Oh, there it goes. Woo! Woo! Teamwork, baby. You'll have to undo this one, that makes 2 on each side of the exhaust.
I didn't realize how big this muffler is.
This one, right in front of the muffler. Yeah, it is huge, isn't it?
Take it off.
That one's the next one. As rusted as it is, I mean, take it off and leave it off. Straight pipe. I mean, you'd have a cat still. The key word here is brake, that's for sure. All right, never mind. Using a 13mm socket, we're gonna undo the exhaust from the header / catalytic converter. I think it's a 1-piece. It seems looser on that one than it does on this one, which makes absolutely no sense. We're gonna have to undo those 2 bolts, 1 on each side of the center hung bearing. If your center hung bearing moves this much, that's bad.
It's not so bad.
The center hang bearing, for whatever reason, on the passenger side of the car, it's a 16mm bolt head. On the driver's side of the car, it is a 14mm bolt head. If that's standard, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Oh my gosh, if I can... Oh. Ow. That does not sound good, but there's no option but to proceed. The 14mm socket, I'm going to undo 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. So this cover is off and the drive line can drop down once it's free. Okay guys, you got 4 nuts that you need to take off to free up the drive shaft. 12mm. So I've got a wrench for that. A trick in order to rotate your drive shaft is to have all 4 wheels off of the ground, because this is all-wheel drive. Put the car into neutral and release the e-brake, and then you can just spin the tire to rotate your drive shaft around to where you need. Drive shaft out. So here's the old one. No bueno. Here's the new one. More bueno. Same steps as removing the old one in order to put in the new one. We're gonna replace the bolts on the same sides. Now that this is held in place, I'm gonna use the wheel again in order to get the rest of the bolts in first, and then once all the bolts are in, I will tighten them all. On the center hung bearing, we have a 16 and a 14 millimeter head bolt. Got to use a 14 millimeter to tighten your exhaust nuts. After you've replaced the exhaust back on all of the hangers, now that we have the driveline in, all 4 bolts are tight for the driveline to the rear differential, and the 2 bolts are tight for the center hung bearing. There's a learning curve. Yeah, I'm falling, can you keep me coming?